In the name of God, hello and welcome. I'm Ali Reza Maradi with the latest coming to you live from Tehran. The number of people infected with the novel coronavirus in Iran has surpassed 88,000 people, of whom more than 66,000 have fully recovered from the disease. Speaking at a daily press conference on Friday, Iranian Health Ministry spokesperson Kianush Jahanpour said the number of patients who have recovered from COVID-19 has reached 66,596. He noted that the number of those tested positive for the coronavirus across the country has risen to 88,194 following the detection of 1,168 new cases over the past 24 hours. According to the spokesman, 93 coronavirus patients have died across the country since Thursday, bringing the total death toll to 5,574. Among the coronavirus patients undergoing treatment in the hospitals at the present, 3,121 are in critical conditions because of more severe infections. The spokesman further noted that almost 400,000 coronavirus diagnostic tests have been carried out in Iran so far. Now, the office of the leader of the Islamic Revolution of Iran, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, has declared Saturday, April 25th, as the first day of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. In a statement on Friday, the leader's office announced that the new crescent moon of Ramadan could not be sighted on Thursday night in Iran. Therefore, the statement said the new lunar month of Ramadan will begin on Saturday when Muslim people start fasting, while Iran, Iraq, and Oman, among others, have declared Saturday as the first day of Ramadan. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, Egypt, Singapore, the Philippines, and Indonesia have announced Friday the first day of the holy month of Ramadan. This year, Muslims around the world are starting to mark Ramadan under the coronavirus lockdown and unprecedented bans on family gatherings and mass prayers. Now, despite the Israeli-imposed blockade and the coronavirus challenges, Palestinians in the Gaza Strip are preparing for the Muslim holy month of Ramadan.
Palestinians in the Gaza Strip are welcoming the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Gaza's dire economic situation, along with electricity cuts due to the Israeli blockade, has made life difficult for ordinary citizens. But Palestinians say these hardships will not stop them from observing their religion. But this year, Gazans have something else to worry about: the coronavirus pandemic. Like elsewhere in the world, people here have been advised against taking part in gatherings to contain the spread of the virus.
A lot of people cannot buy even the necessary items for Ramadan. We used to buy decorations for our homes to celebrate, but now we are not able to afford them due to this blockade and the financial situation. Coronavirus has also made things more complicated. People avoid getting together now.
The coronavirus pandemic has changed how Gazans observe the holy fasting month of Ramadan. There will be no gatherings and ceremonies, and the previously busy markets are now quiet as people stay at home amid the pandemic.
People are welcoming the holy month of Ramadan, in which Muslims in general spend more money than other months. But the coronavirus has deepened the financial crisis for Gazans. Palestinian families will struggle to stay afloat.
As the lockdown continues, public places and mosques are closed by authorities, and the prayers are suspended as well. Palestinians hope things will remain under control during this holy month, especially that the healthcare system in Gaza cannot handle any major outbreak.
With high rates of poverty and unemployment, the coronavirus has exacerbated the already dire economic situation in Gaza. Palestinians here say they welcome the holy month of Ramadan and observe their religious duties while following the instruction to help contain the coronavirus outbreak. Ruba Shabit, Press TV, Gaza.
Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif says neither the United States nor its European allies, with their flimsy misreadings of the landmark nuclear deal of 2015, are allowed to lecture the Islamic Republic of Iran of its nuclear missile program. In a post on his Twitter account on Friday, Mohammad Javad Zarif said the United States has been bullying all against United Nations Security Council Resolution 2231 since 2017. He added that neither the United States nor Europe can lecture Iran based on flimsy misunderstandings on Resolution 2231. The top Iranian diplomat stated that Iran neither has nukes or missiles designed to be capable of carrying such horrific arms. He attached a number of images and screenshot photos of documents and newspapers about the significance of nuclear weapons and the budget allocated to the construction of nuclear warheads by the United States and some European countries, and questioned who is in fact proliferating nukes and violating international resolutions. Zarif's tweet came in response to allegations leveled by Mike Pompeo, the United States Secretary of State, claiming on Wednesday that Iran needs to be held accountable for the launch of a military satellite, adding that the action was not consistent with the Security Council Resolution 2231. Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, the IRGC, successfully placed the Islamic Republic's first ever military satellite, dubbed Noor-1 or Light-1, in its designated orbit on April 22nd using a rocket, which was also the country's first three-stage launch vehicle to successfully deliver its load. The IRGC fired Noor-1 aboard Qassed, a satellite carrier, during an operation that was staged in Dasht-e-Kavir, which is Iran's sprawling central desert, which was placed into the orbit 425 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The Noor-1, although Iran's fifth homegrown satellite to successfully reach outer space, marks a new chapter in the country's space program, which relies heavily on technologies that are designed and developed at home. Speaking at a briefing on Thursday, Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova dismissed as baseless claims by Pompeo that the launch violates the nuclear deal, officially known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or the JCPOA, and the United Nations Resolution 2231. She said this would not be the first time that a nation that has flagrantly breached the norms of international law and violated United Nations Security Council Resolution 2231 is trying to deflect international condemnation by baselessly accusing Iran of non-compliance with the requirements of the Security Council. Meanwhile, Britain's Foreign Office in a statement on Friday expressed concern about Iran's launching of the satellite and called on the Islamic Republic to uphold a UN ban. France's foreign ministry also in a statement on Thursday claimed that Iran's missile launch violated Resolution 2231. The Resolution 2231 calls on Iran to avoid any activity related to ballistic missiles designed to be capable of delivering nuclear weapons, including launches using such ballistic missile technology. Iran has time and again made it clear that it has no plans to develop nuclear weapons or missiles capable of delivering such warheads, the main initiative behind the nuclear deal it clinched with the so-called E3+3 group of world powers, namely the United States, Britain, France, China, Russia, and Germany. Now, doctors and health experts urge people not to drink or inject disinfectants on Friday after U.S. President Donald Trump suggested scientists should investigate inserting the cleaning agent into the body as a way to cure COVID-19. Trump said at his daily media briefing on Thursday that scientists should explore whether inserting lies or disinfectants into the bodies of people infected with the new coronavirus might help them clear the disease. Robert Reich, a professor of public policy at the University of California at Berkeley and a former U.S. Labor Secretary, said on Twitter that Trump's briefings are actively endangering the public health. Please do not drink disinfectants. Reckitt Benckiser, which manufactures household disinfectants Dettol and Lysol, issued a statement on Friday warning people not to inject or ingest its products. And the European Union has allocated some €540 billion to combat the economic hardship brought about by the new coronavirus pandemic. However, many EU lawmakers say there should be talks about grants, not loans, because citizens cannot endure more austerity measures.
Normally, when EU leaders meet at the European Council headquarters in Brussels, there is a security lockdown. But due to a different kind of lockdown, a virtual summit involving the bloc's 27 heads of government was coordinated from here on Thursday.
We endorsed the agreement on 3 important safety nets for workers, businesses and sovereigns, amounting to a package worth €540 billion. We call for the package to be operational by 1st of June.
Due to the scale of the crisis, the 1st of June is not quick enough, according to statements issued following the summit by workers' unions. The leaders have agreed to give the European Commission 2 weeks to present proposals for a €1 trillion aid package from the EU budget.
We already know that the scale, the speed and the impact of the economic crisis is unprecedented in modern times.
Incredibly complex details need to be worked out because many nations, particularly Italy and Spain, do not want to be further burdened with enormous debts arising from the financial supports. Economists sympathise with that.
When you are in debt, you're not free. This is true for governments and this is true for people. And it's about recovering your freedom and your capacity to act. And so, yes, somehow the books must be back to balance, yes.
Clearly, many EU lawmakers are thinking the same way. Some of the political groupings inside the European Parliament are saying there should be much more talk about grants rather than loans, arguing citizens simply cannot endure more endless austerity measures to clear government and banking debt. There is general consensus that the €1 trillion recovery package must be agreed and implemented as swiftly as possible.
Sono sotto esame.
I know that European governments are really under scrutiny at the moment. The citizens are scrutinizing them. They cannot be thinking about delaying any action here. We all recognize the responsibility to act quickly.
EU leaders have agreed to hold their next video conference on the 6th of May. That is the deadline for the European Commission to draft a €1 trillion recovery plan that all member states deem palatable. Jerome Hughes, Press TV, Brussels.
That's it for me now. Thank you very much indeed for staying with us. Good night.